Hey there, welcome back everybody to the Hyde Park Ninjas. And today we're going to be talking cheapest ways to boost, not burst, boost your earnings. So KO, how
Don't
you
wanna
doing
burst
today?
those doing good. We don't wanna burst our earnings. We wanna boost them. Yeah, really interesting information that came out yesterday from Upland with the frost season and how they're kind of gamifying the UPX earnings of our properties. Um, which we'll get into and talk kind of our feelings on that on a different stream. Today we just wanted to bring you we've broke down the list and we're showing that the kind of the cheapest ways to get to maximize your earnings. And just in case you don't know, Upland is a property trading game, and um, at the before this week, every single player was earning 14.7% yield on the properties that they earn in UPIX. Um, and now that is actually dropping down to, is it 4.9? Is that
I
correct?
believe 4.9,
Um,
4.7, something like that.
and unless you complete certain tasks within the Upland Metaverse, in order to get back to that 14.7%, if you complete all of them, you can actually get up over 15%, if you complete all of the tasks. None of this is financial advice. This is just our opinions and how we play the game. So please do your own research before investing any time or money into Upland. So let's jump right into the cheapest things that you need to do. So do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm excited about the gamification. It is a game at the end of the day, so have fun with it, right? And I think we've been building continuous since we started. So I like some of the gamification that's coming. So, all right, let's get right into it, I guess. So the first one on the list is 7 consecutive daily check-ins. So this is really simple. When you wake up in the morning, click on the Upland app, and then do your daily check-in, and do that 7 consecutive days. Costs you nothing but the click of a button.
And you get Spark if you do that 7 days in a row. And so you're actually making Spark by doing that. So that's a bonus on top of this. So far, going through the cheapest ways, we're actually out no UPIX, very little time, and we're actually up on Spark. All right. So the second one is to get 25 total check-ins over the 6-week season period. 6 times 7, there's roughly 42 days in the 6 weeks. So you got to check in, a little over half of those days. They do not need to be consecutive. You just need 25 total. So again, the click of a button, we are out 0 UPIX so far.
And I love those too because they don't change any of my daily habits. I actually use my phone for my alarm clock. So I have to go onto the phone and turn the alarm clock off. I'm already there, so I just hit one more button and I'm good to go. So that one is super easy. There's no way you should even miss that one, really, in my opinion. So now the third one is to visit 5 cities. And I know everybody's in different cities in Upland. I kind of hang out for the most part in San Francisco. I do a lot of treasure hunting there and building. And if you were to travel to, just for an example, Fresno, you're looking at about 95 UPIX to travel from San Fran to Fresno. And this is by train, I believe. Um,
It is.
Going to Oakland, it's going to cost you about 25 UPIX. A little bit more expensive, but going to Bakersfield, you're looking at 125 UPIX. And then if you go to, let's see, Santa Clara is only going to cost you about 35 UPIX. And then if you want to go all the way down to LA and visit the Hyde Park Ninjas, bring it. You're going to cost you about 130 UPIX to get there. So all in with those 5 different areas, you can travel for 410 UPIX. That's about
Now
40 cents.
I do want to throw in there. I'm not sure if you can go from like Oakland to Fresno. I don't know if if that's connected. So I'm actually not 100% sure on that. So um, basically, max if you had to go back to San Fran every time, you're looking at about 820 epics.
Right.
If you had to go back. So please double check me on that. So anyway, maximum we're out about 800 epics right there, which in USD is about 80 cents. Keeping this list going down here, number 4, complete 5 standard treasure hunts. Depending on your treasure hunting skills, I would argue that this will make you Upix and or Spark. I actually just last night hit a 7,000 Upix chest, and obviously those are kind of rare. But if you do your treasure hunts consistently over time and get better at them, they are profitable. If you're doing a good job with them. So yeah, I think for the five standard treasure hunts should at least maybe negate some of that 800 UpX that you spent on traveling.
Definitely. And then the last one would be 5 races. Now, with the 5 races, you do have to win two. So I was thinking of kind of a fun, cool way to do this is just grab a buddy and say, hey, let's meet up at the Hyde Park Hammer or, the Castle Speedway, wherever you're going to go with your buddy, and do a tournament between each other and do best of five. So you do 5 races. And if somebody wins 3 races to 2, that person got the bragging rights of that tournament. And then you guys both have your 2 wins. So you got your qualification there to help boost your earnings. So another way, and then I guess the last way, if you didn't want to do the races, or if there was one on the list you didn't want to do, you could get the frost ornament and put that up for 3 weeks. That might cost you a little bit to get that one, but as an alternative, if you didn't want to do one of the other five.
Well, and the other part of that number 5 is you do have to have a car for that. So maybe
It's
you don't
true.
have a car yet, or maybe you can borrow one from a buddy. But if you're unable to borrow one, if you don't have a car yet, so that can be an expensive part of that number 5. So that getting a frost ornament, there's many different ornaments that are eligible to be in the frost season. I'm pretty sure I was looking on the secondary market between 10 and 20,000 UPIX. You can go pick one up. So again, if you got some profits from your treasure hunts. If you're playing Spark Tycoon, you're getting loot boxes on the back end. You could sell some loot boxes and some resources and get UPIX to get that ornament. Um, so I think all in all, under 10,000 UPIX. If you already have a car, you could actually probably be up in your UPIX at the end of these 5 ways. If you don't have a car, you might have to fork up just a little bit of UPIX to get that ornament.
Or you can save yourself long term, head over to the Hyde Park area and stop over to KO showroom and pick up a vehicle there. Pick up an S4, S1E, whatever you want. So,
There you go.
well, I think that'll wrap it up for the cheapest ways to boost your earnings. And with the visits, if you guys come up with a good plan, if there's a way that you can strategically go in between those cities and maybe make a loop somehow, that might be a great way. But those are the quickest or not the quickest, but the cheapest ways that we looked at for ways to boost your earnings. So go get it.
You'll get that UPIX.